Hi, it's me again with Corel Draw Tips and Tricks. Somebody sent me a question and then I sent them to send me a file. First of all, I don't have, you sent it as 26. I don't have Corel 26, but I was able to open the DSF that you sent. If we look at this radius bar, and he said he has a CNC machine, and I failed to ask him whether it was, I'm guessing a CNC router, but this would be very true for a CNC plasma cutter. I don't know how you drew that, but it is made up of straight lines. And so if we look at this with the shape tool, there are 35 nodes in there. If you look at the one I just drew, there are 6. It has to have these 2 for the corners, and it most dumbly probably, well, you could delete those 2 and it changed the radius a little bit, but not much. But I would leave those. So that would work. And the way I did it, I don't know, his dimension and radius, but I kind of put it up there against my circle and got close. So he'd be able to know that, what his radius is. And I would strongly suggest, let's put this in the center of the page. And first of all, I would work with a page is like 48 by 48 if you're going to draw something that big. And see, that's not even as big as your radius is. So you must have a really big table. I'm going to select these 2. Tell you what, let me get this out of the way. Let me just get all this out of the way. And I'll work on these 2 because these are terrible. And I'm going to hit T to put it to the top of the page. So that didn't work because my circles weren't. So let me do this. I'm trying to grab that. Let me get this out of the way. Now let me hit P and make that one unit by taking the Smart Fill tool. And then I'll nudge it out of the way. Then I can get rid of this, and then I can hit P. And that'll be all one piece now, so it won't do what it just did. And now I'm going to hit P, select them both, and hit T. It doesn't matter if it jumps down or up or well, it does. Tell you what, let's do that. So grab this item first, shift select this item, and go T. That way we're still working in the center of the page. So if this thing has to be equal, I would take a 2-point line and tell you what, let's bring in indexing lines. And let's hit P, put it in the center of the page, grab over there and hit P, put it in the center of the page. And then let's take an indexing or a 2-point line and go from right there to right there. I'd actually go further. And then Control D and make a duplicate and mirror it, or you could change the same angle. But if you mirror it, you get that, and then you could take your pick tool and move that. Grab that line and then move it to here. And then that way those 2 points will be the same. I'm going to try to grab just the black. Tell you what, I'm just going to have to nudge and then nudge this out of the way. Then nudge this back. And then because I extended my lines past, I can take my Smart Fill tool and fill in that radius. Now, the CNC needs a hairline, I would think. So I'm going to make it red. It's a hairline. And once again, it just has 6 nodes. It has to have the corner nodes. So you're 29 nodes better than this one. I think it was 35. I don't know. At first I thought it was a CNC plasma, but now that he sent me a picture and it looked like wood, and he did just say CNC. And I can't get this thing it's a curve, and I can't get it to ungroup or anything. Well, there it is. Look how many nodes are in that. there are 146 nodes. Now, I don't know the radius, and I don't know a lot of things about this, but there's even nodes on this circle, which is, I mean, that's pretty bad. So what I'm going to do is just kind of, and also I'm going to actually bring this in, and this is some sort of locking key. I don't know what angle it is. You know what? I'm going to make a new one. So what I'm going to do is, well, let's try something first. Let's try filling this in with a Smart Fill tool. And we can left click, right click. Yeah, we still got the same amount of nodes, so it doesn't matter. I'm going to hit P, put it in the center of the page. Now, I don't know, he will know the radius. I'm just going to redraw this. So I'm going to take my 3-point curve line, and I'm going to go from that node to that node, and then go right in the middle and click it to it. Then I'm going to go from that node to that node and let it snap to the center. Now I'm going to go across here. Whoop, I could take it back. I'll change to the 2-point line for that. You don't have to. I could just double click, but a lot of times you forget about that. Now he has 2 circles, and they're going to link because evidently he's got a bit. See, looks like he drew it with a polygon tool. I hate to say it. But it could have been one program to another. So let's just stop this from leaking on both of them. And that way we can figure out what size circle this is. I'm not worried about, I'm going to have to zoom in. I'm not worried about the outside. This could help my laser viewers. Okay, so we have a 6-inch circle. That's great. Now that we know that. So what I'm going to do is just nudge that out of the way, and I'm going to draw a 6-inch circle. Well, you know what? I'm going to put that black back, and I'm going to draw a 6-inch circle. With my ratio locked, I'll only have to type it in one time. Now it should snap right to this, and it did. Let me get this out of the way. And now that I kind of look at this picture, this is how he would cut it to save, I'm guessing, space. And I'd really like to know what this is. I'm thinking those lines. So there's our good one. And so I'm going to make another one. Fill that in. Make a duplicate of this and move it over here. And then nudge it over and get rid of our black dots. And then I can move over the whole thing. Maybe I didn't draw a line for that. I know I did, but maybe I hit something. 3-point curve line. Of course, this would be a lot easier to draw it with a radius, you know, like a circle. So that way we can take these lines. I'm just going to put that over there. And then most definitely what you want to do in this case is use the Smart Fill tool, and that made it all one unit. And just look at the difference in the nodes. I mean, we don't have those lines built in those other little things, but we've got 12 nodes. Now we do need to put in those lines, and we do need to take this. I'm thinking this is a locking joint for this circle. So putting those lines in, 2 ways to do it. I'm going to do it without really measuring. And this way, maybe it teach you, get a little information on, let's just go from the node outwardly. And let's take this thing and make it, this way you'll know how thick you want that line to be to get your bit through there, I'm thinking. I know very little about CNC routers. I'm going to go to Object, convert the outline to an object, and I'm going to left click, right click, and then I can, and that looks a lot thicker than one he had. Whoop. So evidently need to take this and expand it out a little. I've moved it a little bit, but just don't do that when you're doing yours. Whoop, same thing. So just take your shape tool, and if it's on a, just kind of watch that plane, and I didn't break the plane, so. And then you're going to want to smart fill this again after you do the other one. I'm not going to do both. But see, there's that line. And then he didn't ask me for this, but why not make that joint right there? And that's, once again, if I was doing plasma cutting, this would be too sharp a point. I'm going to put it right there on that line, and I'm going to double click, and I'm going to put the rotation of that, and then I'm going to rotate it to get my edge. Now we got the same angle. I would want to find out the, let's add a node for just a second. That's the center of that. I'm going to bring this in and have it snap to the node. Now I'm going to cut that out anyway. So we're going to make a duplicate of that drawing, and then we're going to take our virtual segment delete key, and we're going to cut out this line. Whoop, the other way. I want to go this way. I went too far. And then again, do the same thing on the other end and do the same thing over here, and that way you can adjust that line. And without drawing the other ones, we have, well, there looks like a few more nodes in there than these, but you have to have nodes on the corner. Somehow we've got a double node right there that I don't understand how it got there. Didn't change anything. So let's look at the nodes. There are 23 nodes. Of course, then again, we have to versus 146. So let's say we're gonna have 30 nodes instead of 146, because by the time you add this line and that line, and you could actually, let me think about this, and I might regret saying this. Let's group this together, Control G. Let's fit P, put it in center page. Let's Control D and duplicate it both. Well, we don't have to both ways. And then we can take our Smart Fill tool. So I got some major leaking. I kind of regret I did that because my lines aren't perfect. You can see right here my radius isn't the same. So that one option isn't going to work. So you just have to put those lines here and put that blocking mechanism here. And I don't know if it's true in CNCing or if I was going to do that with a laser, I would make this one a little bit bigger because to take out the kerf, because you're going to be having kerfs on both these. And if you contour the male, which would be very easy, on a laser, it's 0.003 or on my laser. So let's go to effects and contour, and we're going to contour the outside 0.003. We're talking, you know what, maybe it's I'm pretty sure it's 0.003. Let's just go 0.3. See, that might be your kerf. That's probably not true as big as this thing is, because this thing is, 29 inches, or no, it's 6 by. So that it might, I haven't contoured in a long time, but you just have to play around with that. But you'd only have to do it to this male. and then go up to object, break the contour apart. And what that curve did, I made it in black. And if we take this thing and put it in here, you can see that it's bigger than the, well, it's also not a hairline, but you can see that it's just a little bit bigger than the joint. So it's going to be tight. That's more than he asked. And when I email this to him, maybe he'll explain what he's making and how he drew that. Anyway, I hope that helps somebody someday, and thank you for watching.